Ramadan was a gentle and thoughtful boy, around 10 years old. With short black hair and warm brown eyes, he often sat alone on the steps of a small, humble house in a quiet village. The atmosphere was calm, with the soft light of the setting sun casting a golden hue over the scene. Ramadan's expression was reflective, perhaps a bit wistful. The house was his home, but it lacked the lively buzz that other houses in the village had. Wandering through the village, Ramadan observed the world around him. He watched as other children played joyfully with their parents, a subtle longing evident in his eyes. Despite his loneliness, he carried himself with a quiet strength, never letting his sadness overshadow the charm of the village. His solitude gave him a unique perspective. Where others saw mere routines, Ramadan saw stories and opportunities. One day, as Ramadan wandered to the edge of the village, he stumbled upon a small, abandoned garden. Overgrown with weeds and forgotten by time, it seemed a project too daunting for many. But for Ramadan, it was a possibility. With determination in his heart, he decided to bring the garden back to life. He worked tirelessly, planting seeds, carrying heavy pails of water, and nurturing the soil. His hands became rough and his clothes dirt-streaked, but his spirit never wavered. The garden began to transform slowly but surely, each new sprout a testament to his dedication. As weeks passed and the garden flourished, the once neglected corner of the village began to attract attention. Villagers, curious about the transformation, started to visit. They brought gifts, small tokens of appreciation, vegetables, tools, and even flowers to add to the blooms already growing. More importantly, they brought friendship. Ramadan's eyes sparkled with happiness, realizing that he wasn't just making the garden blossom. He was sowing the seeds of a community. In the final scene, Ramadan sat amidst the blooming flowers, the once abandoned garden now a vibrant oasis of life. Surrounding him were villagers, now friends, whose lives he had touched in simple yet profound ways. Ramadan smiled, feeling a warmth that came not just from the sun, but from connections newly formed. His heart, once an empty garden, was now full of blooms. The quiet strength within him had not only transformed the garden, but had also nurtured the bonds of newfound friendships. Ramadan had created something beautiful, not just for himself, but for an entire community.